value chain analysis and strategic options for growth markets. In most cases, the more value you create, the more people will be prepared to pay a good price for your product or service, and the more they will keep on buying from you. On a personal level, if you add a lot of value to your team, you will excel in what you do. You should then expect to be rewarded in line with your contribution. So how do you find out where you, your team, or your company can create value? This is where the tool of value chain analysis becomes useful. The analysis is used to work out how you can create the greatest possible value for your customers. In this lesson, we will discuss the concept, process, and other issues related with value chain analysis and strategic options for growth markets. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to Porter's concept of value chain analysis, market leader, challenger, and market follower strategy. The term value chain was used by Michael Porter in his book Competitive Advantage, Creating and Sustaining Superior Performance in the year 1985. A value chain is a chain of activities for a firm operating in a specific industry. The business unit is the appropriate level for construction of a value chain, not the divisional level or corporate level. Products pass through all activities of the chain in order, and at each activity the product gains some value. The chain of activities gives the products more added value than the sum of added values of all activities. Value chain analysis describes the activities within and around an organization and relates them to an analysis of the competitive strength of the organization. Therefore, it evaluates which value each particular activity adds to the organization's products or services. The figure here illustrates a value chain. Value chain analysis is a three-step process. First, you identify the activities you undertake to deliver your product or service. Second, for each activity, you think through what you would do to add the greatest value for your customer. And thirdly, you evaluate whether it is worth making changes and then plan for action. In an industry, there are likely to be several competitors, all with different profiles based on their size, resources, objectives, strategies, and areas of strengths and weaknesses. The competitor chosen might be basically either strong or weak. There are 4 types of competitors in an industry, including the company itself. A market leader firm enjoys the largest market share and generally leads others in new technology introduction or upgradation, new product introduction, generally setting the changes in price, promotional practices, and level of distribution coverage. Many companies in product industries that are capital intensive and deal in products viewed as homogeneous such as cement, steel, and chemicals, etc., prefer to stay follower. They usually copy the leader and present similar offers to customers in terms of quality, price, and service. Any other competing firms, whether second, third, or further down below in rank in the same product market, might decide to become the challenger. Much depends on the individual company's assessment of the leader's objectives, strategies, strengths and weaknesses, and also the firm's assessment of its own resources, strengths and weaknesses, and objectives to challenge the leader. A niche market is a very small subsegment of a segment where customers seek a distinctive set of attributes resulting in certain most desired benefits. A niche marketer focuses on customer needs in this small subsegment and customizes its marketing effort to that group of target customers. These customers are prepared to pay a premium price to the niche marketer who best satisfies their needs. The niche usually does not attract competitors. Easiest ways to grow your business. Let us examine certain strategic options for growth markets. Market leader is either a pioneer or at least one of the first few entrants who first developed the product market. Generally, the leader's objective is to maintain its leading share position despite the entry of new players. Maintaining early market share lead in growing markets is challenging because of increasing number of competitors, fragmentation of market segments, and threat of product innovation from competitors. A company can maintain its market share in the presence of competitors only when its sales grow at a rate that is equal to overall market growth. One of the most attractive strategic options for a market leader is often to grow its market share. A business leader can adopt defensive or offensive strategies to maintain share position, increase market share, or expand product market. Following pioneers in a product market, there are late entrants. Of course, not all followers in a growth market dream of becoming the market share leader, leaving behind the pioneer. Many competing businesses enter the market, especially those with limited resources and competencies, and may decide to enter a distinct segment of the larger market, overlooked by other entrants, and build a successful business. Market share followers try to retain their customer base, try to acquire new customers, but avoid any moves that might attract retaliation from competitors. A challenger visualizes capturing the market share leadership in an industry. Many challengers have successfully overtaken the leader, and some others have gained share points. There was a time when General Motors were the largest producers of cars, but today Toyota leads the pack. Maruti Udyog was nowhere when Hindustan Motors and Premier Auto, Fiat, were the largest share companies. Today, Maruti produces and sells more cars than Hindustan Motors and Fiat in India. A challenger has two basic strategic options to consider. In markets where the share leader and others have already cornered a very large portion of the potential market, there is no choice for a challenger but to capture some demand from other competitors' existing customers. It is recognized that first market entry rewards pioneers, the main initial reward being the biggest market share. This reward decreases over time as new firms enter, forcing pioneers to take actions to increase and/or defend market share. Pioneering and first move advantage can be achieved in several ways. 1. By making new products. 2. By using a new process. Or 3. By entering a new market. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. Activity analysis is an analysis in which one identifies the things that one's customers value in the way one conducts each activity. Right or wrong? Wrong. Value chain analysis is a two-step process. Right or wrong? Wrong. Value chain analysis describes the activities within and around an organization. Right or wrong? Right. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we have studied till so far. Value chain analysis is a useful way of thinking through the ways in which you deliver value to your customers and reviewing all of the things you can do to maximize that value. It takes place as a three-stage process. By using value chain analysis and by following it through to action, you can achieve excellence in the things that really matter to your customers. Porter distinguishes between primary activities and support activities. Primary activities are directly concerned with the creation or delivery of a product or service. They can be grouped into 5 main areas: inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. Each of these primary activities is linked to support activities which help to improve their effectiveness or efficiency. There are 4 main areas of support activities: procurement, technology development, human resource management, and infrastructure.